doesn't want to travel around the world and at the end of every month take home a great salary? Hi, this is Nivedita and welcome back to my channel. All of y'all would have gone through a lot of career guidance programs where they would have guided you to take a medical field or an engineering field. And sometimes they even talk to you about the scope of taking commerce or arts. And here is a fact which most of us tend to forget. Whichever stream you want to get into or whichever course you want to do, there is always a chance behind all of it. So in this particular series, I am going to be introducing you all to some of the careers and its scope. And before we start, if you like what I am doing, please do consider subscribing to my channel so that it motivates me to do more videos. And like what I started with, who doesn't want to travel around the world and at the end of every month take home a great salary? I don't know about you, but in all the flights I've taken, I've always admired pilots. All of us know how to become an engineer or a doctor or a chartered accountant. And the sad part is, most of us don't know how to become a pilot. And for the same reason, flying a plane or becoming a pilot remains a dream for most of us. So today I will be explaining to you all on how to become a pilot and what it really takes to become a pilot. So now let's see what it really takes to be a pilot. If you have completed your second PU with physics and maths as electives, then you can easily apply for this course. I'll come back to this point a little later. Let's now see what are the other requirements you need. You need to have great communication skills. You need to be physically fit, emotionally fit and mentally sound. Because who would want to be in a flight with a pilot who panics very easily? None of us, right? Now, there are two types of pilot. There's commercial pilot and there's Indian Air Force pilot. The commercial can be divided into two. There's scheduled and there's non-scheduled. The scheduled are the ones we take, like Air India, Indigo, Vistara and Emirates. And the non-scheduled are air ambulances or chartered flights. Now, let's see the basic requirements to become a pilot. And in this video, we will be talking about how to become a commercial pilot. Now, talking about the basic requirements you need to become a commercial pilot. If you want to be a commercial pilot in India, you need to be an Indian citizen. And your age when applying must be between 18 to 30 to 35. And the next important point is you need to have 6x6 vision. Having glasses is not a problem, but with or without the glasses, you should still have a 6x6 vision. And you should not have color blindness because most of the instructions and warnings are color coded. So it is very important that you shouldn't be color blind. Now, talking about the educational background, you need to finish your second PU with a minimum of 55% marks in physics, mathematics and English individually. Which means for the mentioned three subjects, you should have a minimum of 55% marks. Now, this is a question which arises to most of us. Can you become a pilot only if you have a science background? Not actually. If you are from a commerce or art stream, you can still become a pilot. In such cases, through the National Institute of Open School, you can clear the physics and mathematics paper and you can still apply. The next important point is you should have great communication skills and excellent proficiency in English because English is the international language for civil aviation. Now, coming to the next most important point is you need to have a Class 1 and Class 2 medical fitness certificate. This includes ECG, blood test and various tests like this. And all these need to be conducted by certain selected doctors. And these results will be sent to DGCA. Now, what is DGCA? DGCA is Directorate General of Civil Aviation. So once all these basic requirements are cleared, now you can apply for a CPL. CPL is the Commercial Pilot License. Now, talking about the pilot training in India. The pilot training in India is controlled by the DGCA. It is a Government of India body which deals with aircraft licensing, aviation licenses like aerodrome licensing and issuing pilot license. There are around 30 plus flying training academies in India providing training for aspiring pilots who want to become a commercial pilot and a private pilot. There are both private and government institutions in this field providing the training. So now I'll be giving you the names of few of the very important institutes here. Now you can also visit the DGCA website and get a complete list of all the training academies in India. I'll give a link to the DGCA website down in the description box, so please do check it out. For obtaining a CPL, which is the commercial pilot license, you need to enroll yourself in any of these approved training academies. Now there are two methods to it. So now talking about the first method, you will enroll yourself into any approved pilot training academy. And this course is going to be around 12 to 15 months. And after this, you will get a CPL, which is the commercial pilot license. Once you get the CPL, you can apply for a job in any of the airlines which has openings. So now for that, you need to go to their respective websites, click on careers, and you need to see if there are any openings and you need to apply. So once you get the job, after that, they will send you for something called the type rating. So now if you have CPL, you can fly a small plane. But if you have type rating, then you can fly bigger planes like Airbus or Boeing. So now talking about the second method. This is much simpler but expensive. So there's something called cadet pilot program where you give test and you clear an interview and you get a job. And they will ensure you get a CPL and the type rating done. So this is much simpler, right? But as I mentioned before, it is more expensive than the method one. So now I'll just give you a basic idea about the cost involved for the method one and the method two. For the method one, in order to get a CPL, you need to pay around 35 to 50 lakhs. And for the type rating, you need to pay an additional amount of 15 to 20 lakhs. So in total, the method one will cost you somewhere around 75 to 80 lakhs. And method 2, which I mentioned, which is very simpler but expensive, will cost you all around 1 crore. Method 2 is the most preferred because here you first get a job and then you get trained. Now after all of this, if you still feel you can't afford it but you still want to fly a plane, you can always join the Indian Air Force. I will be talking about this in the next video. Your academic training consists of ground class and flying class. And there are 5 theory papers which you need to attend, and the written exams will be conducted by DGCA once in 3 months. And the flying classes should be done in approved aircrafts in a flying club. You need 200 hours of flying to get a CPL, and such information will be recorded in a book called the Pilot's Logbook. And the flying includes solo flying, dual flying, night flying, cross-country flying, and instrumental flying. Now let's talk about the placement, salary, and the nature of work. A lot of vacancies come up every year depending on the airlines and the operations. A pilot needs to fly an average of 75 hours per month. So now talking about the salary of pilots of Indian flights. A co-pilot gets a salary of around 2 to 3 lakhs per month. Senior pilot gets around 3 to 5 lakhs per month, and if you become a captain, you get 5 to 8 lakhs per month. However, if you become a captain of a flight in a foreign country, for example in an airlines like Emirates, your salary per month is going to be 12.5 lakhs Indian rupees. Emirates is a dream company for aspiring pilots and Airbus fans because they have got a large fleet of the mighty Airbus 380. And now, point to be noted, an Indian pilot can become a pilot of Emirates or any foreign airlines. However, the selection process is going to be a little tough. Though the fees involved in completing this course is quite huge, however, once you start working, the remuneration you get is also high. So think wisely before you make a decision. And if you are someone who is dreaming of becoming a pilot and didn't know where to start, I hope this video helped you in giving you a few informations which you needed. Quoting Henry Ford, when everything seems to go against you, always remember an airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. On this note, I'll see you all on my next video. Take care, stay blessed. Bye.